It's a wedding Wednesday. More than 2,000 brides have shared their preferences for this year's annual Wedding Bells magazine survey. Online editor Jen O'Brien is here with the details. Any surprises from last year's survey? Any big changes?
So, December still remains the most popular time to get engaged. One huge surprise to me anyways was that 30% of brides had their engagement rings picked out before the proposal even happened.
Oh, really? Like kind of picked out in their head or picked out at a store?
I believe that they have picked it out and said, this is the ring for me and this is the ring you will buy me, so yeah.
Okay, so engagement rings are our first kind of topic in this survey then, and the price kind of astounds me.
So the majority of women believe an engagement ring should cost at least $5,000. So, you know,
wow.
it's a chunk of money, but along with that being said, you know, we are seeing a lot of people gravitating towards alternative stones, so that can cut the price a lot. Things like this beautiful aquamarine that we see, that can, you know, you can get a bigger stone, obviously, for quite a bit less money.
Okay, okay. Second survey result is on planning.
So, it should come as no surprise that the majority of Canadian weddings are going to take place between June and September. About 67% of them take place in the summertime. August is the most popular month, so if you're planning something in the summertime, you need to think ahead, get your vendors booked ahead of time. I'm saying like a year and a half, 2 years ahead of time, because that is what you're going to be competing with a lot of other people.
Right.
In the winter, we're seeing a lot more destination weddings, actually. 14% of Canadian weddings total are going to be destination weddings.
Really?
And a quarter of the weddings that happen in the wintertime are going to be weddings that take place abroad. So
okay.
I think people just realize that it can be a lot more laid back when you have a wedding abroad, a smaller guest lists, and you have time to sort of hang out with the people that you're bringing with you, rather than just trying to see everyone all in that one day in a few hours.
And that kind of segues into honeymoons, where kind of the honeymoon, you're actually spending it with some of your guests then at that point, right?
Yes, exactly.
If you're doing a destination wedding.
For honeymoons, the Bahamas is actually the top destination that came out, and you know, it's been the top destination since 2010. So people love the Bahamas.
And it's so close though too, right? It's just a 3-hour flight if you have to get there.
Exactly, really close to Toronto especially, English speaking, lots of all-inclusive options. So yeah, really hugely popular. The US and Italy are also other popular destinations.
Now that's kind of cool.
Italy, I think it has that romantic appeal.
The
US, you know, it's so close to home.
Right, and then maximooning, what's that?
So the maxi moon is actually a very popular trend we've seen happening over the past couple of years. The average length of a honeymoon is about 9 days. So, you know, we're really seeing people taking the trip of a lifetime, really getting those bucket list things done, and really just extending their vacation as much as they can.
Okay, okay. Another, so we've got some fun facts as well. So bachelorette parties really increasing. It used to just be a bachelor party or a stag, and we've got a stag and doe, but now things are kind of changing a little bit.
Right, so actually, you know, a lot of brides told us that pre-wedding events are just as important to them as the big day itself. So the bachelorette party, the showers, you know, no pressure to anyone planning a shower or bachelorette party.
Yeah.
The bride just expects it to be as grandiose as her big day.
and a lot of restaurants and even little like touristy spots, you see groups of women coming in where they're all, you know, they've got the sashes and the hats and everything. So you can tell it. You're seeing a lot more bachelorette parties like that.
Absolutely, it's a must.
It's a must. Okay, and then some changes as well in bridal gown colors.
Right. So 1 out of 4 brides told us that they would consider wearing a dress in a color other than white. And the biggest color for spring 2016 is this gorgeous butterscotch shade. So
that's beautiful.
That's what you're going to be seeing next summer. We're getting away from the pink blush tones and going more towards this beautiful caramel color.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that color. And then you kind of stand out in the pictures too, because white doesn't suit every skin tone.
Exactly. And if you want to talk about budgets for the big day, that's something that people always want to know about.
Yes.
$30,000 is going to be the average cost of a wedding in Canada, but 75% of brides said that they're going to blow their budgets too. So,
wow,
it'd be more than that.
Wow, and we were talking earlier that 30,000, you know, that is the average across the country. So no matter where you are, but you're saying that in cities it's way more than that,
right?
Because of the venues, the food.
Exactly. We can look at up to around 50,000 if you're getting married in the city.
That makes that destination wedding seem so much more affordable,
exactly.
Right? Just depends on the guests and everything. Okay, great. So all of this, the results of this survey are in the latest edition of Wedding Bells magazine. Jen, thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Always great insight. And thanks to the brides for taking part in the survey as well.
Exactly.
And we have more Morning Live coming up right after this.